Hello, future deaconesses and home missioners. This is Myka Kennedy Stephens again, librarian at Lancaster Theological Seminary and deaconess from the Eastern Pennsylvania Annual Conference. Welcome to the fourth in a series of 5 videos, each introducing a best practice for effective communication. The goal of this mini course is to equip you with the skills and knowledge to connect with others, to effectively illustrate your ministry with photography, to responsibly speak and write about your ministry, to present yourself as a professional, and to participate in community resource sharing. Let's continue learning together. Through my research in information and communications, as well as my experience as a deaconess, I have identified 5 best practices for effective communication. The fourth one we are addressing in this video is to maintain a positive professional image in all public interactions, in person, in writing, and online. Let's take a closer look at how we do this. One of the marks of a deaconess at the beginning of the 20th century was how she dressed. Methodist deaconesses were easily identifiable by their black shirtwaist dresses and black bonnets with white ties. Fortunately, we dropped this garb in the 1930s, but there are still marks we bear that identify us as deaconesses and home missioners. Our emblem, the cross with arms of equal length encircled by a ring, is our identifying mark. As a deaconess or home missioner, you are free to wear clothing that is comfortable and appropriate to your ministry setting, taking care that you maintain a clean and well-kept appearance. Please remember that every time you are engaged in a public act of ministry, you are also representing our deaconess and home missioner community. When you are consecrated, you will receive a pin depicting our emblem. This is our identity, our distinctive brand. It is intended to be worn often, hopefully every day, or on every occasion you are engaged in a public act of ministry. If you lose your pin, replacements are available at a very reasonable price. You will also receive a stole-like scarf that may be worn when leading worship or for other special occasions. These scarves feature the deaconess or home missioner emblem and the United Methodist Cross and Flame. These scarves are dry clean only. Once you are consecrated, you will be able to order additional items with the deaconess or home missioner emblem embroidered on them. The Cookson Hills Center, a United Methodist mission in Cookson, Oklahoma, fulfills all custom embroidery orders for our community. You will receive more information about this closer to your consecration. You may have also seen our more casual scarves, which are bright and ideal for large meetings and conferences. The green emblem scarf is available for $15 and may only be worn by consecrated deaconesses and home missioners. The I Heart Deaconesses and Home Missioners scarf is $20 and may be worn by supporters and non-community members. These scarves are sold by NATM. The ways in which we act also reflect on the deaconess and home missioner community. It is important to maintain a professional image and to have positive interactions with everyone you are in contact with through your ministry. Promptness is important for appointments, engagements, and deadlines. If you are going to be late, be in communication with the person who is expecting to hear from you well in advance. When meeting someone new, be sure to introduce yourself with your full name. In the United States, it is our custom to shake hands with someone firmly, but not tightly. This custom has grown to apply to women as well as men, so do not be shy to give a firm handshake when you are introduced to someone new. When you are engaged in a conversation, be sure to also speak clearly and make eye contact. This is particularly important to do in busy places, like on the floor of annual conference, where it can be difficult to hear or be distracted. In talking about a professional appearance in public, we must also include our online interactions. Our participation in online communities and social media is as public as when we speak in front of a gathering. Because of this, it may be helpful to establish some personal and professional boundaries in your social media participation. Why are these boundaries important? Well, for starters, everything that you may be comfortable sharing with your friends and family is not necessarily appropriate to share with those you know professionally. Nothing can be more embarrassing or damaging to a reputation than an inappropriate comment on Facebook seen by your employer, co-workers, and ministry supporters. There are multiple options for preventing this. One option is to create and maintain separate accounts for personal and professional use. You could create 2 Facebook accounts or use Facebook for personal use and LinkedIn for professional use. If keeping up with 2 accounts is too much, Facebook now offers options for users to create pages for themselves or their organization that any Facebook user could follow. These pages are separate from your personal Facebook wall that only your approved friends can see, and therefore you can control the content that goes out to the public. If you've already commingled your personal and professional contacts in Facebook, then consider grouping your contacts into lists. By creating lists, you can control which group of friends sees certain posts you make without having to unfriend anyone. Instructions on how to do this and more are available on Facebook's help site. Well, that's it for Part 4, Maintaining a Professional Image. Please use the discussion board to reflect on what you've learned or ask questions. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time for Part 5.